Hey there, gang. Patrick King here, coming to you live from a rest station on the border of Virginia here. I just finished teaching this weekend a private clinic in Simpsonville, South Carolina. Headed up to New York to teach tomorrow, so quite a drive ahead of me. Anyway, so today's question comes to us from Renee, and Renee sends in, my horse is scared and nervous anytime I take him someplace new. I've recently attended a class in an arena where we've never been, and he would not relax. He was bracy, just wanting to look and go where he wanted, and wanting to go fast. Any tips for me? So, really, I guess I would think of three primary tips for you, Renee, and for anybody else that might have a horse in a similar position where they're really nervous and anxious in a new place, a new arena, new surroundings, things like that. Tip number one is going to be go lots of places, right? And that seems so simple, but really I don't think you can overdo that. Going lots of different places with the horse to gain lots of experience, because generally that's what we're talking about, is a horse that has very limited experience. So the more places you can go, obviously, the faster you're going to be able to help him over that. And it might be something like go hang out at a friend's place for a day. Go hang out to a horse show. Maybe you're not showing or competing, but you can go there and hang out with him for the day. Things like that. So go lots of places. The second tip that I would offer is when you go lots of places, kind of try to make some friends out there so that he can feel a little more confident about himself. He can feel a little better about himself. And what I mean by that, and I have riders do this in arenas all the time with horses that are anxious and nervous of both the arena and of being around the other horses, is I'll have a student ride up, say they're on the nervous horse, they'll ride up to a rider that's on a horse that's fairly confident, and the rider on the horse that's fairly confident gets to pet the nervous horse. And those horses might bounce back and forth off of, 5 or 6 different horses in the arena, getting petted, getting rewarded, losing the camera there, getting help to feel more confident about themselves with every horse they pass. The same can be true with people, right? You might lead your horse around a number of people. Say you're just working him on the ground. Let him go hang out, visit, have some quiet time kind of with a number of different people so that he can gain confidence in that situation as well. Because really, there's 3 primary things a horse needs to feel confident in: himself, his handler or rider, and his environment. Right? So we need to do everything we can to help him feel confident in all of those situations. A horse that's nervous, a horse that's scared in a new environment, is a horse that's not confident in one of, or potentially all 3 of those things: himself, his handler, and the situation. The third thing that I would want you to think about is your horse's feet. Think all the way down to his feet. If you're going to pick up on a rein, make sure that you're picking it up in time with the foot that you want to move. Otherwise, you're going to be potentially creating a drag in his responses. Is he in a hurry? Ride him, right? And try to direct him as you go. Maybe he wants to go from point A to point B. That's perfectly okay, but on the way, I might ride him in a serpentine to get there, really thinking down to his feet, and that's going to help bring some focus to his mind, to his body, because it's going to build some trust in him, knowing that you are understanding where his feet are and that you can operate him in time with a situation like that. A lot of times, riders that are riding on nervous horses, they also get nervous themselves, and so their timing, we'll say, sucks, right? Their timing really lags when they're nervous themselves because they get tight in their body as well, and that's not going to help the horses any bit at all. So again, we've got to think the horse has to be confident in himself, he's got to feel confident in his handler or his rider, and he's got to feel confident in that situation. So my 3 tips there: go lots of places so that he gets lots of experience, make some friends there for you and for him, people-wise, that he can hang out and get petted. I'm not a big fan of letting horses nose one another in a working situation like that, but I am a big fan of other riders petting the nervous horse in those situations. I think that really, really helps them out. And then think down to your horse's feet. First, you're going to go with him. If he needs to go, Don't try to make him stand still. It's like going into a fun house, right? We get worried, we get scared, we move forward. Somebody tries to hold you still, you're going to go into panic mode, right? Your horse is the same way. When a horse is anxious, I allow them to move their feet and I direct their feet specifically where I want them to go, and that helps to alleviate a lot of the anxiety. So first, go with him. And once you time up with his feet, once you really get to operating him that way, then he's going to go with you, and then the two of you are going to go together, and pretty quick he'll be waiting on you to say what to do and when to do it, and that's going to also help him to build some more confidence. So hopefully, Renee, this is helpful for you, and hopefully for anybody else who's watching, this might be helpful for you as well. Please feel free to leave questions, comments in the comment section below if you have any. If this has been helpful for you, please leave a comment, let me know that, leave a like, whatever, give us a share. If you've got a friend that might need this advice, please feel free, tag them in the comment section below this video or share this video directly with them. I really appreciate that. Question of the day for everybody today. Where was the last place you took your horse? Where and when was the last place you took your horse that he or she was really anxious and nervous? And how did you work that out? I'm really looking forward to reading the answers to that in the comment section below this video here. Don't forget, gang, you can send us private messages, direct messages here through our Facebook page. You can send us an email, office@pkhorsemanship.com. You can even give us a phone call. You keep sending in your questions, and I'll keep talking about horses. Thanks so much.